Welcome to my comic shop in North Kingsville, Ohio. Captain's Comics, Toys, and this just in, your 11 o'clock comic shop news. I'm your host, Rykus, and as always,
Dr. Ben, local cartoonist and comics kayfabe fanatic.
Today is Wednesday, August 24th, and you know what that means.
It's time to take a look at this week's new comic books.
But before we get into that, we have some sad news.
August 18th, noted inker and colorist and penciler Tom Palmer passed away. He was started his career in 1968 at Marvel Comics. He worked on nearly everything: Doctor Strange, Tomb of Dracula, the X-Men, Thor, Daredevil, the Avengers, Star Wars, Hulk. He even worked at DC doing work on Action Comics, Batman. He worked on just about everything.
It's an awesome career.
And I mean, it has been sort of a devastating year for comics. I mean, as you know,
We lost Neil Adams, George Perez, just more recently Tim Sale.
you know, we can. This has definitely been a sad year, but we can use it as a reminder to be able to treasure the creators that we love, how we still have their work that we can look at and enjoy. Remind us of everything that they gave us, you know, putting their heart and their soul into the work. So, you know, our hearts go out to all the creators that we've lost this year. So, thank you for everything.
Thank you. For Marvel, first off, we have Damage Control. I don't know how many people remember the Goldbergs from television. Adam Goldberg is writing Damage Control #1. That's got to be pretty fun. His characters are very comedic, and he's introducing this new guy, Gus. What's he all about? Don't know, but it's his first day on the job. See what kind of trouble he gets into. This is right after the aftermath of the Infinity Gauntlet, so there's a lot of control to take care of. I don't know if Gus is up to it. Seems like a pretty plain guy. Who knows?
Well, for Marvel, you know, I'm pretty excited because we got issue #5 of Wolverine Patch, written by Larry Hama, with art by Andre DeVito and Lego Underwood. Law's out, claws are out. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s making a landfall in Madripoor to put an end to the jungle warfare that's been going on there. But it's pretty intense. Even their Mandroid battle suits might not be up for quelling the conflict. Nick Fury might be laying down the law, but as you know, Patch, aka Wolverine, he just plays by his own rules.
Always has. That's what I like about him.
That's right, that's right.
Carnage #5 is out on the shelves right now. The serial killer, the artist, is leaving a trail of pieces for Carnage to put together, trying to solve whatever crimes he's committing. It's pretty messy. Who's going to be the next victim?
Well, continuing in the Spider-Man universe, there we got Amazing Spider-Man #8. It's coming out. Was out right now. We got Zeb Wells is writing with one of my favorite artists, John Romita Jr. Ink by Scott Hanna. Spider-Man's got a new costume, and he's got some accessories that look familiar. Kind of looks like a glider on there. I'm really interested. I want to see what happens with Spider-Man using what, from the cover, looks like a goblin glider, because, you know, that's something I want. That's what I always think about. You know, they're throwing pumpkin bombs and dropping their gliders off here and there. I'd want to grab one for myself and try it. So I want to see if the old webhead is going to make use of this stuff too.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
On a different webhead, Miles Morales, issue 41 comes out. Saladin Ahmad is writing. Christopher Allen is the artist. Salem Empire Strikes Back. We'll play on the Star Wars pun there. Why not? Marvel owns it.
That's right. That's right.
The full might of the Empire of the Spider bears down on Miles Morales, small band of resistant fighters. For Miles, there's one chance for victory will only come at a great cost. That seems to be a ongoing thing for the Spider-Mans. They always have like this huge cost they have to pay to save the day.
Great power comes great responsibility. What can you say?
Let's hope Miles Morales has enough responsibility to save that.
Defenders Beyond, issue number 2 is out with writer A.X.E and artist Javier Rodriguez. The adventure begins in the path of Beyonder, Loki, Blue Marvel, America Chavez, Taia, and Taia is the mother of Galactus, which kind of blows my mind. That
I didn't know he had a mother.
How could he have a mother? It'd be a horrible birth, I would have to imagine. And Tigra, too. Everyone loves Tigra. They land unexpectedly in the second cosmos and find their lives in the hands of its cosmic overseers, unless Loki can figure out the right trick to save all of them. So, it's out today to find out.
Also, out today on the shelf, Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day number 3. They're just getting started on this big event. Judgment Day begins. The heroes know what they have to do. But do they want to do it? Are they going to do it? Is it going to be enough? I don't know. We're just getting started.
Do you remember who that's drawn by?
Valerio Schiti. Yeah,
I'm gonna have
he's-
to make a note of that. I liked some of the preview art I saw of that. So I'm gonna have
It looks really fascinating. I like
to check
his...
them out. Yeah, the other book from Marvel that I'm really excited about is Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, issue number 2. Jean Lin Yang is writing it with Marcus Toe is doing the art. The hunt is on. 10 Rings have become public knowledge, so of course every villain in the Marvel Universe is coming for Shang-Chi because they want to get some of those power rings.
Oh, yeah.
And this is not the best timing for an old flame of his shows up, and they have a mission to go save an old spy friend of theirs. So we're going to find out, can Shang-Chi and his friend, can he help his friend out while protecting the 10 Rings at the same time? It's the start of an epic new era of Shang-Chi, so
Neat.
excited.
Also out for Marvel, we have Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse number 5, Avengers Forever number 8, Marauders number 5, Captain America: Symbol of Truth number 4, and for Star Wars we have Darth Vader number 26, and Dr. Aphra number 23.
That's right. In DC, last few weeks have been a weekly schedule for Harley Quinn, and this is the last week of that. They're going to go on to the regular schedule, getting off that frantic weekly pace of putting out a comic every week.
It's got to be tough for the artist.
Yeah, it's Harley Quinn 21 is this issue. It's writer Stephanie Phillips and Simone Monfantino. Harley is wondering if she should follow the advice of Ripley from the Aliens movie and nuke it from orbit. If you remember last week, they were heading to the moon, so there's an alien monster up there, and she's got to decide if that's, who needs a moon anyways? Can she just nuke it from up there? Who knows? We're going to find out.
Wow. Detective Comics number 27, the facsimile edition. So it's going to be every single classic page, every advertisement, just like your normal facsimile. It's going to be great with your Bob Kane, Joe Shuster, Jerry Siegel, Bill Finger. They're all involved in this. And there's going to be a couple of good backup stories involved in that too. So that's kind of neat.
Right on.
It's hard to afford the original one, so.
Yeah, I haven't been able to even track down a copy yet. It's hard to find. But what's not hard to find is the last issue of this current Swamp Thing comic, issue number 16, by Ram V and Mike Perkins. Swamp Thing has been restored to full power, and he's facing the Parliament of Gears. Okay, he has to save the Earth, even though it's been corrupted by the cancerous force of industry. Industry has destroyed so much. We're gonna have to see if Swamp Thing can turn the tide before it's too late. And just like Harley Quinn, I'm a huge fan of Swamp Thing. I've been following his beginnings from Len Wein, Bernie Wrightson, the epic Alan Moore run, the new 52 stuff with Scott Snyder, and consistently with Swamp Thing comics, every issue the artists are all just top notch. You've got Steve Bissette, Rick Veitch, Kelly Jones, and this guy Mike Perkins. I'd put him right up there with all the rest of the artists. So really happy with what they've been doing. Hoping they're putting out more new Swamp Things after this final issue, rather than waiting to put out more.
Yes. I'd like to see more Swamp Thing in the Black Label.
Oh yeah,
That was a really good run, and I think you can give more stories that are more caters to Swamp Thing for that.
Yeah, Swamp Thing has always been. That was the first book that dropped the Comics Code Authority back when Alan Moore was doing it. So I think it really needs that more.
Yeah, the little raw edge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
DC Mech #2 is out right now. Wonder Woman War Machine. Wonder Woman, Green Lantern have to help out Batman and Flash stop Superman. What's going on with that? The last time mechs from space arrived, they tried to destroy Earth. These heroes won't let that happen again. Despite Superman's protests that he's on their side, Hawkwoman, the War Mother of Earth, will intervene to prove to Earth's heroes Superman is on their side as Darkseid and Lex Luthor prepare their next moves in response to Superman's arrival.
Darkseid and Lex Luthor together.
Yeah.
This is a week for final issues at DC. We've got Robin 17 is the final issue, written by Joshua Williamson, pencils by Roger Cruz, and inks by Norm Moon. I can never say his last name right. I apologize, Norm. But Damian has grown and trained to be a hero like his father, Bruce Wayne. But with this issue, he's being pulled in a shocking new storyline. It's going to test his role as Robin and really his whole place in the DC universe. I'm curious to see where this leads because it's the final issue of the series, and Damian's such a popular character. I know that there's going to be some big surprises coming in the next few months. So I want to see how this relates to everything that's going to be going on. Also from DC, we've got Batgirls #9 is out today. Batman Fortress #4 of 8. Detective Comics 1063. Batman White Knight presents the Red Hood #2 of 2. Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes 5 of 6. And this short limited series Fables #154 of 162 is out. So catch up on that real quick. There's only 153 issues to catch up on the storyline.
Just a little bit of light reading for your average comic book reader. No big deal.
You got anything in the indie comics you're excited about?
For Black Cavern, there's Pentagram of Horrors issue 3. In the modern world, it is way too easy to lose oneself in the digital landscape of social media, online video games, virtual reality, YouTube. This virtual world offers what seems to be everything we've ever desired, and so much more. But nothing in life is free. There's always a price.
Freedom isn't free, as I always heard. Gunslinger Spawn 11 is out today, too. Writer Todd McFarlane and artist Brett Booth putting this together. Gunslinger's realization that his enemies have ended up in the future, which is our present day, because Gunslinger's from the old Wild West. It set him on a new path. The hunt is on, and he's bringing hell with him. One thing I've got to say about McFarlane and his Spawn books is he always just brings the absolute A game in terms of the artwork. Brett Booth, I know you've been a fan of Brett Booth since
Wildstorm. I love his Backlash. Just followed him all through his Wildstorm career.
I love his. Brett Booth has got that clean style. Super. Realistic but super heroic. Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, that kind of style that makes me jealous. And, you know, you look at the cover by Puppeteer Lee.
Is that a pen name?
It has to be. I mean, I didn't know you could name a kid Puppeteer, but I guess you can, maybe. I don't know.
Puppet Master.
Puppet Master Lee. That could be fun. But I mean, you know, you look at the cover. I mean, that's something that could be in like an art gallery in hell or something. I mean, it's
amazing dark colors he's
it's
using.
just over the top gothic imagery. It reminds me of like H.R. Geiger, you know, the guy that created Aliens. So you almost don't even need to read this stuff to appreciate it. Just looking at the art,
Yeah.
that's half of it for me. You know,
I always think it has like a dash of Frank Frazetta in it.
I can see that. I can see a little bit of that. It's a nice painterly style.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Oh yeah.
So. In other Image comics, Deadly Class issue 55 is out. A Fond Farewell, Part 7. The best chapter of life, the future we earned, the way it's always going to be. I mean, it sounds like they're summoning something up.
Could be. It actually kind of reminds me. It makes me wish that it was a crossover with Department of Truth. Number 20 is out today.
Ooh.
And you know, writer James Tynion, fourth, and artist Martin Simmons. We've got Cole Turner is learning more about this long simmering war between the Department of Truth and the Ministry of Lies, and he's beginning to fear that he may have pledged allegiance to the wrong side. You know, that's where it kind of reminds me of this, because you know, questioning what you thought was the answer to something, finding out secrets, you know, all these conspiracies, finding out how deep the rabbit hole goes. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with Image.
Definitely taking a blue pill for that one. Rogue Gallery issue 2 is out. After years of portraying popular comic book character the Red Rogue, Maisie Wade is ready to retire her spandex. But when her abrupt exit from the Red Rogue's TV series leads its cancellation, Macy finds herself targeted by a group of unhinged home invaders who want to teach her a lesson.
You know, like, kind of lighten the mood a little bit. You know, Dark Horse is putting out an all-ages Star Wars book called Star Wars Hyperspace Stories. This is the first of 12 issues, written by Amanda Diebert and artist Lucas Morangan. It starts off with a mission led by Padme, and her entire team has been abducted by General Grievous. So Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi have to jump into action and rescue them and face off against an army of battle droids. And you know, I'm excited for this because to me it reminds me of everything that Star Wars is about. You know, having something that you know, everyone can enjoy, whether young or old.
Yeah.
General Grievous, an army of battle droids. You know, we getting to revisit a time when Anakin and Obi-Wan were still running around together, being pals.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. I'm excited.
Sounds great. In other indie news, we have all new Firefly issue 7, Bunny Mask Hollow Inside issue 4, My Little Pony issue 4, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Armageddon Game opening moves issue 2, I Hate This Place issue 4, Spawn.
That's the name of the title, the comic. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I Hate This Place issue 4.
Issue 4.
Yeah. Spawn Scorched issue 9, Stranger Things Kamchatka issue 4, Create a Comic One Shot by Scout Comics.
And you know, do you want to feel old, Rykus?
I'm already feeling old.
When Rick and Morty #1 is having its 25th anniversary today.
Today? That can't be right. That doesn't seem right.
It's actually it's the 25th anniversary of Oni Press.
Oh.
Yeah, they're re-releasing Rick and Morty #1, written by Zach Gorman and art by C.J. Cannon. I'm always down for Rick and Morty. They started in 2013, so we're not that old.
Okay. You had me worried there for a minute. I do feel old though, so.
Well,
That's it for our new comic books. But how many of you out there checked out the new She-Hulk Attorney at Law premiere episode that dropped last Wednesday on Disney Plus.
You know, it's been kind of a controversial show in some circles. You know, I find it kind of unbelievable myself that just a few drops of Bruce Banner's blood just dripping on his cousin, on just a, you know, she's got a couple scratches, a couple drops of blood drips on her. How could that cause her to turn into the Hulk?
Well, they dabbled with that in the Edward Norton's version of the Hulk movie when he cut himself and had to stop the whole bottling company.
The soda pop company, I forgot about that.
And then our favorite person drank a bottle of that.
That's true. Now that you say something, I remember that old Stan the Man Lee.
Yeah.
He got a bottle and turned into a Hulk himself. So.
So it's not too far-fetched. I'd love to see a Stan Lee out there somewhere as a Hulk.
You have to wonder, is there a Stan Lee Hulk running around in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
There should be.
There should be, definitely.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I'm Rykus.
Dr. Ben. You can check out my work. There's a few issues left of my first issue of my anthology comic, Relaunch, available here at Captain's Comics Toys. And you know, check out my link tree in the description below, and you can find all the links to my comics that are online, including the comics I'm doing with my buddies at Next Panel Press. You know, every week we've got something.
Are you working on anything now?
You know, I am working on a bunch of different things, but what I'm really excited about, and I got to plug, is Darkest Image #2. This is a fan fiction project with me and like 60 other indie creators. It's 308 pages of classic Image fan fiction. You know, you've got people doing Spawn stories and Max stories, all of them, Youngblood, everybody's in there. And the whole thing is that we wanted to have, we're not making money on it. I don't make a dime, but it does cost money to get it. And for every copy that's sold, we're giving all the proceeds to the writer of the Max, William Mesner Loebs. So, very excited about that. I've got a 10-page story in there that my buddy Peter Hensel wrote. So, check out the links below. It'll be in there.
All right.
Come by Captain's Comics.
Thank you. That's all the time we have today. But check out next week as we do this again.